Lamborghini is famous for their very stylish supercars with big, naturally aspirated engines. But, just a few days ago, they launched the last naturally aspirated engine-powered supercar. But, in this video, we are going to take a look at the last Lamborghini with a naturally aspirated V12 engine. But before we start, subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to turn on the notification to be notified when I upload a new video. So, let's start. Lamborghini's modern classic Murcielago was launched in the early 2000s. Around 2009, Lamborghini felt that they needed a successor of this car. That's why, in 2011, they launched their newest supercar, the Aventador. This car was inspired by a stealth fighter jet. That's why it has many sharp angles, and it looks like a low-flying fighter jet. Lamborghini introduced a new, built-from-scratch, naturally aspirated V12 engine. This engine, in the very first LP700-4 variant, makes 700 horsepower and sends all the power to all four wheels through a 7-speed single-clutch automatic transmission. They also introduced four-wheel steering to add maneuverability. The brand had the plan to manufacture 4,000 examples but ended up making more than 5,000 examples. We will talk about the acceleration and top speed at the last. After launching the Aventador Coupe in 2011, Lamborghini launched the Roadster of the car in 2013. Every single basic feature of the car is exactly the same as the coupe. Except the car is 50 kilograms heavier, and the hard top can be removed and can be stored inside the front boot. Also, both the cars came with movable rear spoiler, which deploys automatically to add necessary downforce to the car to keep it stable at high speed. Also, the side air intakes are electrically operated. In 2015 Geneva Motor Show, the Super Veloce or SV versions of the car were introduced. This car was visually a lot different than the original LP700-4. This LP750-4 SV has bigger intakes at the front bumper and a massive fixed rear spoiler at the back with fixed intakes. Lamborghini also increased the amount of downforce by 180% compared to the previous car. The power-to-weight ratio of the car was put down to 1 horsepower per 2 kilograms. Also, the car reduced 50 kilograms of weight by using lots of carbon fiber. This car had the same 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 engine and single-clutch automatic transmission with four-wheel drive and four-wheel steering. Except that the power output from the engine was increased by 50 horsepower, in total, which is 750 horsepower. The Roadster version of the car was launched in the following year with the exact same features except the removable hard top. This Roadster is 50 kilograms lighter than the previous Roadster. The Aventador SV Roadster has the same weight as the LP700-4 Coupe. The Coupe was limited to 600 examples, and the Roadster was limited to 500 examples. In total, 1,100 cars were made. In 2016, Lamborghini replaced the LP700-4 with LP740-4S. This car came with different front sections with different aero tune and bigger vents. Also, in the rear, the diffuser layout was changed slightly to increase downforce. Also, it now had 3 exhaust pipes mounted lower in the central of the diffuser. In the next year, the Roadster version was launched. Again, everything is the same as the coupe except it is again 50 kilograms heavier than the coupe. The car has the same 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 engine with now 740 horsepower, which is 40 more than the standard car and 10 horsepower less than the SV. Also, this new car generates 130% more downforce than the standard car. Like the LP700-4, this car also has an electrically operated rear spoiler. In 2018, Lamborghini launched the most extreme version of Aventador. It is the Aventador SVJ. This car is by far the best-looking Aventador ever made. It has a massive front splitter to split the air in different parts to serve different purposes. Also, for the very first time, this car got active aerodynamics. The front elements can either generate downforce or decrease the downforce to get maximum speed. The side radiator and engine intakes were also widened to increase airflow to the engine and increase cooling. The fixed rear spoiler also got active aero that works with the front elements. The rear spoiler has 3 stands. The center stand is hollow and has 2 electronically controlled vent covers. These vents can be opened, which allows airflow through the spoiler and exits at the bottom of it. It decreases the level of downforce to maximize the top speed. These vents can be opened individually to get maximum cornering downforce. Also, for this car, the exhausts were moved to the middle of the rear bumper like the Huracan Performante. This new exhaust is made with titanium, which reduces the weight of the car significantly. This car also got the most amount of exposed carbon fiber in the inside the car. The interior was kept minimum to save as much weight as possible. In 2019, the roadster version of the car was launched, and again, everything is exactly the same as the coupe. The 6.5-litre naturally aspirated V12 engine now makes even more power than any other Aventador. The engine makes 770 horsepower and sends all of it through the same 7-speed single-clutch robotized manual automatic transmission. This coupe was limited to 900 examples, and the roadster was limited to 800 examples. In 2021, Lamborghini launched the very last version of the car, the Ultium. The front design of the car was taken from Aventador S, and the rear bumper was taken from the SVJ. The car got some special color options with special trims for the interior. This version was limited to 350 coupes and 250 roadsters. In February 2022, 15 cars sunk into the North Atlantic Ocean, alongside lots of other Porsches and other luxury cars. Lamborghini restarted the production of the 15 cars, and finally, in April 2022, the last one example of the car rolled out from the factory. With that car, the era of naturally aspirated V12-powered Lamborghini came to an end. Although the new Revuelto has one, but that is a plug-in hybrid supercar. Now, let's talk about the performance. The first LP700-4, the Aventador S, and the SV has the top speed of 217 miles per hour or 350 kilometers per hour. The SVJ has a top speed of 219 miles per hour or 352 kilometers per hour, and the Ultium is the fastest with the top speed of 221 miles per hour or 356 kilometers per hour. Any Aventador can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.8 seconds for the last models and 2.9 seconds for the early models. There are a lot more cars based on this car, but which Aventador is your favorite? Let me know. Also, subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to turn on the notification to be notified when I upload a new video. So, thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Take care.